Hey, beautiful people of TikTok and YouTube. So today, just washing my knife, we are going to make that onion poultice I've talked about before. I meant to make it a while back. Things happen. So I got this recipe from the Amish, and it's even in one of the Amish remedies kind of books that you can buy online. But basically, this onion poultice can be laid on the chest or on the back of someone who is dealing with a deep chest cold. That could potentially be something like pneumonia, tuberculosis, COVID, colds, and flus. Now, it wouldn't be in place of a doctor or medicine, but I happened to use it one evening on one of my children who had that deep cough that just could not get over it. It was nighttime. I did not want to get her out at night, just wanted to make it through till in the morning, and then was going to go see a doctor. Did it that night, laid it on her back. Next day, there was no cough. There was no phlegm. I was like, it seemed almost miraculous. So let's talk about it. All right, first you're gonna slice an onion. You're gonna need some whole cloves. You don't have to add the cloves if you have clove essential oil. Then we're gonna do these two essential oils. These are my personal bottles. I use clove quite a bit for cleansing and repelling negative energy. So that's why the top is on it. I don't even know where it's at. And you're gonna use sweet basil. The sweet basil herb, or even the clove herb, actually will not be sufficient. Sweet basil, clove, any herbs that require an essential oil, you can't escape the strength of essential oils. Not only the high frequency in which they put off the healing power in which they put off, the aurics in which they put off, the antibacterial, the antiseptic, the antiviral, antifungals that they put off is just there's no mistake in the essential oil when you're trying to make a remedy. If it calls for an essential oil, it's about 100 times powerful, 100 times more powerful than the herb, so there is no getting around that. Okay, all right, so let's get to it. Okay, so for this we're just going to cut our onion really into bits. I'm not going to sit here and show you how to peel an onion. All right, there we go. So basically, you only need 5 ingredients. You're going to have clove, basil, essential oil. You're going to have clove, herb. And if you don't have the clove herb, but you have the essential oil, that's the one you need, really. You're going to have some type of liquid cooking oil. I have organic avocado. And you're going to need your onion. So we're just going to cut this into bits, not teeny bits, okay? That we actually kind of can use large chunks because this is going to be wrapped. Let me take that back. 6 ingredients. This is going to be wrapped in a sheet. This is just part of a new sheet. I told you I buy sheets, cheap sheets, or if I don't use top sheets. So if I get some sheets, I always save the top sheet and put it aside to use for herbal remedies. Concoctions, straining, herbal oils, whatever. All right, so we'll just, depending on the size of the person, will depend on the amount. So we're just taking some onions. And again, this is not rocket science. It does not have to be any kind of precise because this onion is going to be wrapped in a sheet once it caramelizes. All right, so chunks are fine. Bits would be harder to deal with, actually, okay? So there, that's good. The strength and the power of that onion is so strong, that's what makes you cry. You're gonna use, I don't know, probably 2 tablespoons worth of clove bud. And this is so freaking powerful. It will heal, well, I shouldn't say heal. Yeah, I can't say it will heal, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but you get the picture. And you're gonna just, some people use Crisco. I like liquid cooking oils. You're just gonna pretty much slather it on top of your onion and cloves. Now we're gonna saute it. Okay, this is not something that you could actually preserve because the onions have like a liquid. If you're using, you have to use fresh onion. I mean, you can't use the powdered, so, or dried. So when you do that, being that it's fresh, it's gonna have a certain amount of water coming out of it, and I've tried to teach the difference between dried herb and fresh herb. Fresh is always going to have water into it. When mixed with an oil, it will mildew. So we're just going to saute this until the onion is caramelized, and I'll show you what we're going to do then. It does stink. Warning. Quick FYI for people who don't understand what onion does, it draws. That's why people do the onion socks when they're sick, and it will draw impurities out as well as fever, things like that. So onion has very high antibacterial, antiviral, and aseptic qualities as well as drawing qualities. So that's the deal with the onion being so powerful. Okay, that took all of 5 minutes and the onion is caramelized. I'm going to show you how easy this is. And again, you wrap it, it's a poultice, you want it drippy, it's going to stink, but it works. And so for those of you that don't have insurance or maybe just need to make it through the night, this is killer. If somebody just wants to do it, I mean, it just freaking is so powerful. Okay, so I spread my sheet over a plate. Okay, I've got my essential oils of clove and sweet basil. You can find those on missysnaturals.com. They are 30% right now, 30% off. You can see just to the caramelized point, yes, there's oil and juices in the pan. We're gonna load that sheet up. It's gonna be wet, it's gonna be drippy. We're not pouring the actual oil that's in the pan in there. We're just gonna, whatever falls onto the sheet, great. And this would probably give us like one onion, two different rounds. And you're gonna put about 10 essential oil drops of clove and basil, sweet basil. Then you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold it in a rectangle fashion. You're gonna smell all of this. To me, it smells beautiful. It's very strong. It's very earthy. Okay? Just fold it over by 3. Fold this over. And you're going to lay the bottom drippy part on the chest or on the back where the lungs are of whomever is sick with a deep, croupy cough, chest congestion. Vicks Vapor, think Vicks Vapor Rub on freaking steroids with all the antibacterial, antibiotic, antimicrobial, antiviral properties, okay? And that's it. You might want to give it a little rub to get those essential oils in there. But basically, as long as you're using about 10 of each, it's not going to have that burn power. It's going to mix in with the other onion ingredients and oils, but it needs to be powerful enough to work. So that is how you do that. And I laid it on my child, on her back, while she slept. I stuck it up under her clothing, fitted it tight to her back, and she slept all night, woke up without a single cough, no congestion. I was just sold, completely sold. So I do have a sale going on right now. Everything is 30% off. The code is everything30 at missysnaturals.com. So I will be putting up another video. I'm going to do a tooth video and I'm going to do a skin video. So I meant to do all this, life stuff hits, and I'm like, have to take care of that first. So next is tooth and gum care. You probably didn't know about some of the major essential oils that are so helpful to tooth and gum care and how they can help with things like tooth pain and cracked teeth. So that'll be next. Shameless plug and very, very important, I forgot to say this. Guys, do not use essential oils for your skincare or your any type of inhalation or ingestion or topically on your skin that you buy from a store that are not approved food grade, period. Don't. Mine are gas chromatography lab tested. They are food grade. Everything's on sale. Everything 30 is the code.